Hello everyone, this was one of my recent finds. This is the newest Hoover. I got this, when did I get this? Sunday. Got this on Sunday. Anyway, what it was, my grandma's friend's boss, yeah that's it, my grandma's friend's boss has a mum who lives in a cottage, and she was a bit of a hoarder, and she never threw anything away. So anything she didn't use, she put in the loft. And along with 3 other Hoovers, which I think one of them's on my channel, it was the 1334, there's this. Now, initially, when the boss went in the loft, he found 3 of his mum's Hoovers, so he gave them to me, but this one was hiding away in the corner, and then he found this, and he's given it me that Sunday that's just gone. So I got this slightly later, but you know, I'm not bothered. Bit of a refurbishment job needs doing. What can I say about it so far? Quite a few of the parts are missing. The only thing I've really done to it so far is put this bag on that I got from Amazon. I bought this bag ages ago to put on the 1334, never got round to it. And as the 1334 has a bag, it's just ripped. I left that on there, and I thought I'll use this to a better cause and put it on this one, because this one came with a blue bag that had seized up. The bolt had rusted, so I couldn't take it off the machine, and the zip had rusted, so I couldn't even open it. So I had to cut it off and then snip the little metal ring with my pliers, and I threw that away, and then I fitted this replacement bag, and I've put it on at the bottom there with the cable tie. And to be honest, it looks alright, I think. What else was I going to say? This here, that's the little pedal to release the handle, but the handle release is broken. I've just literally got it balanced up now. There should be a spring in there, but the spring's missing. So the slightest touch and the handle falls down, as I'll demonstrate now. That shouldn't happen. So it needs a new spring in that mechanism. So the way I've been keeping it up is I've been pushing the handle up, and then with my foot I've been physically pushing it up, then leaning that back, and it stays. But obviously that's not how it should be. That's not a permanent fix. So I've got to do something with that, because I can't bear that. Every time you go past it, it'll nudge it slightly. That'll happen. So that's pointless, that needs to be sorted out. And also, the handle has been painted by the previous owner, and it needs painting again, because the paint's flaking off. So it's had the original Hoover paint, and then it's been painted over, and now that's flaking off and needs painting over again. As you can see, it's not a completely fine finish. So that needs to be sorted out. And that needs sorting, because that should be white, but it's brown with mud. Lovely. What else can I say? Carpet pile height selector thingy down there. That works fully fine. Well, it does, and it get my foot in the right angle. Not very good at doing this on camera, as you may have guessed. Go on. Right, there we go. Got it up to the highest. So that's the lowest setting for carpet, and then you'd move it back with your foot for the highest setting on the carpet. So that's one of the only things that's working fine. Unfortunately, the Hoover roundel has come off, which would be there. And what else was I going to say? Yeah, the headlight cover is also missing. There'd be a white plastic lens there that said Hoover on it, because there'd be the headlight bulb behind there and it'd shine through the lens. The lens is gone, so I'll need to see if I can find one of them on eBay. And the bulb was dead, so I've just removed that. It physically fits through the front of it, and since that cover's missing, I just unhooked it out. There's the bulb's little holder, that plastic thing that sits in there. So I'll need to get some bulbs from Amazon. Yeah, and the standard Hoover on-off switch. And also the cord, which has clearly been cut. The cord's clearly been cut and someone's just fitted a plug on the end of it, because I don't know what you'd do with a cord that length. You're not going to vacuum very far, are you? If that's plugged into the wall, it's at the maximum reach now, so I don't know what the story is there, but it needs a complete new cord. But the cords are easy as to replace on these old machines, so that's not too bad. Bad. Right, underneath is rather disappointing though. Under here, the belt pulley, or the fan pulley, whatever you want to say, is missing. So I'll need to buy one of them. I know there's a seller still selling them on Amazon, so I'm going to buy one of them before they go out of stock, because that'll be it then. I can still have the opportunity to get one new. The roller bar, agitator, rotator, whatever people like to say, that's missing. So I need to get it a new roller brush. Obviously the belts are quite easy to source, but I can't put a belt on without a roller brush or the fan pulley. So once I've got it a roller brush and a fan pulley, I can put the belt on. And the main sole plate's missing as well, unfortunately. That would just be hooked on with those two little clippy things there. You'd put the sole plate on and then you'd change these, well, the positioning of them, to keep the sole plate hooked on. But obviously they've just fallen off over time. We'll change position and the sole plate's fallen off and gotten lost. So that needs sorting. So a bit disappointed with the underside of the machine, because obviously there's not a lot going on there. That fan was brown with rust, but I turned the Hoover on and all that rust came off, which I was quite happy with. So that was one of the only positive things, all the rust flaked off. So yeah, that's it really. I'm not going to plug it in now. I would plug it in and show you it going, or whatever there is to show really. Not much, but I would have plugged it in, but I can't because I've put this bag on it, this outer cloth bag. There's no genuine bag fitted, and that's not because there's no bag fitted, and that's not because I don't have bags. It's because I've not got a belt to go around the bag tube. Because what you do, there'd be a belt on there, on that tube down there, and you'd put the bag on and then put the little rubber seal thing round the bag and round the tube, and that little seal, you know what it was? I say it's a seal, it was a belt. It was a Hoover Junior belt, and that would be on the pipe. That would be on the little tube in there. And what you do, you put the bag on and you just roll up that belt slightly, and it would keep the bag clipped to the little tube. But that's gone missing. Well, it was missing. It was damaged beyond repair and snapped, so I threw that away. It's pointless. So I just need to get some Hoover Junior. I need to get a Hoover Senior belt. Well, I've got some Hoover Senior belts, but that's the one that keeps the brush roll on. And then there's a Hoover Junior belt, which keeps the bag on the support tube thingy. So, need to do a lot of that. And sorry if I'm not making much sense today. I'm feeling rather tired, actually. I'm not getting all my words and phrases right. But anyway, I just thought I'd show you it. So, but as I was saying, I would plug it in to show you, but I'm not, because as there's no internal bag, if there's any muck in it, it'll just fly straight through and it'll dirty this brand new cloth bag, which I don't want to happen. So I'm not going to plug it in and turn it on for that reason. But when I do get a paper bag fitted, I will plug it in and turn it on and show you, but hopefully by then it'll be refurbished. The most I can do today, as far as turning it on goes, I can do that. That's it. So, that's all folks. That was my Hoover Senior 6525E. Now the E stands for exclusive, which means I think it was sold in the co-op. It was something like that. Anyway, I've done some research. This one's from 1976. So that's it. New cord on it, new brush roll, new sole plate, new belt, new fan pulley, new motor hood, new bag, new everything, made up of new parts, but with a few new things it will hopefully be good. and should work properly, and I can go around my home hoovering like this with my 1976 Hoover Senior. It looks the business, it's just not working at the minute because of all those things. The motor does run though, so that's it. I'll do another video, of course, once it's fully working. But last thing I wanted to add, it also came with this, which says it had a toolkit at one point, but that's obviously long gone missing, and all they've got left is this rusted thing. I debated with myself whether to put it in the bin, but I decided not to, as it does fit the pipe, and it is a Hoover original part, as illustrated by the little font up there. So I decided to keep that, and I'll put that in my parts bin, because it's not even in good condition, is it? So no point keeping it as a, oh, it's a Hoover precious part, or, you know, an original part. Is a piece of garbage really, but I'll keep it as a general purpose tool, you know. So that's it. I think I've said everything in my little brain now, and I'll see you all later in the next video. So goodbye, and thanks for taking a look at the Hoover 6525E with me. Bye for now.